Interact with the Big Idea Center on social media throughout tonight's live broadcast by tagging @PittBigIdea on Instagram and Twitter. Interact with the Big Idea Center on social media throughout tonight's live broadcast by tagging @PittBigIdea on Instagram and Twitter.
Welcome to the 12th Annual Randall Family Big Idea Competition Awards Celebration. I'm Babs Carrier, Director of the Big Idea Center at the University of Pittsburgh. This has been an extraordinary year as we were forced to adapt to the COVID-19 pandemic mid-competition. But entrepreneurs are a resourceful, passionate, and plucky bunch who know how to pivot on the fly when the situation demands. So pivot we did to complete the competition virtually. I realize this was not the ideal experience, but I'm proud of the way the students, my incredible staff, and our dedicated volunteer mentors and judges pulled through to make it the best experience possible. This year, 112 students from 9 University of Pittsburgh academic schools made it to the competition's final round, including 73 undergraduates and 39 graduate students and postdocs. These students are to be congratulated for the work they've put into developing their ideas. Remember, this is all in addition to their coursework that they had to complete under unprecedented circumstances. I'm pleased to report they handled it without missing a beat, and I'm hopeful that this year's participants will go on to the same success as those of years past. The top prize recipients of each of the past 5 years brought their ideas to life, leveraging not only the competition prize money, but also the education and mentoring they received and the connections they made. Last year's top prize winner, Emily Siegel, is now in the Forge Startup Incubator at the Big Idea Center, and recently she won a $3,000 prize in the Alpha Lab Gear Hardware Cup in the Pittsburgh round. She will be competing in the national competition in May as she continues to develop her idea for a chewing gum that cleans teeth chemically and mechanically in an environmentally friendly manner. Be sure to follow the Big Idea Center on social media and cheer her on. Good luck, Emily. The 2018 Big Idea winner, 4Growers, successfully completed the Y Combinator Accelerator in Silicon Valley and is now on its way to revenue generation with its robotic system for harvesting tomatoes in greenhouses, operating out of offices on Pittsburgh's North Shore. The 2017 winner, Aeronix, is on the market with portable oxygen solutions both for people and for pets. The 2016 winner, Metacase, now Cassian Solutions, has just completed Alpha Lab Gear. And Interface Materials, winner in 2015, continues to grow its business in Harmer Township with its anti-fouling solutions for industrial and marine applications. There are many other Big Idea competition alums that have started new companies. Some have failed, and there's absolutely no shame in that. Not every idea makes it. But the experience of developing an idea, successful or not, helps set participants up for success throughout their lives. Many past participants have gone on to work for companies, nonprofits, the military, and other large organizations where they use the skills they learned to be leaders in those organizations. As always, I want to extend a special thanks to all of the volunteer mentors and judges who make this competition possible each year. I'm also grateful to our growing array of sponsors who value the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship we are building at Pitt. And of course, how can I ever thank Bob Randall and the entire Randall family enough for their vision and generosity in support of that vision. Long before innovation and entrepreneurship became buzzwords on our campus, Bob Randall was pointing the way forward for Pitt to offer its students experiential learning opportunities for taking new ideas and transforming them into real products and services. When I think of the innovation ecosystem that we have built up over the past dozen years, it's clear that we wouldn't be where we are today without the Randall family. Thank you. And now I'd like to hand over this virtual broadcast over to Jess Melandro.
Thank you, Babs. My name is Jessica Melandro. Thank you for tuning in to the 2020 Randall Family Big Idea Competition Virtual Awards Ceremony. We come to you this evening from a basement about 15 miles north of the University of Pittsburgh main campus as we all continue to social distance and flatten the curve. It is our hope that you and your families and friends stay safe and healthy during this unprecedented time in our history. March 26th, the day that we were supposed to celebrate the finalist teams with all of the pomp and circumstance that they deserve, came and went as just another Thursday. While this is not how we envision presenting your 2020 winners, I want to thank all involved for putting their best foot forward and continuing with us in this brand new format. With that being said, let's get started. Here are your Randall Family Big Idea Competition finalist teams. This year's competition kicked off on February 14th with our boot camp event. Since that first day, teams have presented in front of practice judges and as part of a judge semifinal round. They worked on their projects with entrepreneurs in residence and Big Idea Center staff. They met their team mentors and competed in an entirely virtual final round. 80 teams were narrowed down to 40 finalists, and those 40 finalists spent the last month and a half working on their idea and adapting their presentations for online viewing. While the presentation format has changed, teams were judged by innovation and entrepreneurship professionals using the same criteria as previous live rounds. Teams received points based on their success in these categories. Judges score on how successful the big idea itself is, what market need the idea fills, who their customers are and how valuable their idea is in reference to the needs of those customers, who the competition is and how their idea differs or offers an advantage over those with a similar idea, how their idea can generate revenue, and how their team works together to develop and present their idea. In this virtual final round, judges from outside of the University of Pittsburgh were assigned projects to view and score based off of the given criteria. Our entrepreneurs in residence consolidated the collective scores and facilitated a live Q&A round utilizing the video conferencing software that we all have come to know and love in this time of remote work, Zoom. The scores from the two elements of the final presentation were then combined to determine the winning teams. Before we get to the announcement of the winning teams, we have a few people we would like to thank. First, a huge thank you to this year's competition mentors. At our Meet Your Mentor event, each finalist team was paired with a mentor who has knowledge in a field related to that team's idea. Access to these industry professionals assists teams in building and improving their ideas beyond what they may have originally thought possible. Thank you to everyone who gave their time to work with our students throughout this competition. Next, we want to thank this year's judges. Our judges donated their time to provide valuable feedback and insight to student presentations. Thank you. We would also like to thank the following individuals for facilitating this competition, as well as providing valuable resources to our students throughout the last 2 months. Finally, we would like to thank Evan Fatcher, Director of the Innovation Institute, Chancellor Gallagher, Rob A. Rutenbar, Senior Vice Chancellor for Research, and the Randall family for your continued support of the Randall Family Big Idea Competition. This competition would not be possible without the support from our internal and external sponsors. Thank you for your help in making this year's event a success. This year's Randall Family Big Idea Competition will mark 12 years worth of big ideas and potential startup companies. As Babs mentioned earlier, many previous winners have continued working on their ideas and have had major success in beginning their own startups. A few of them have even come back to donate their time as judges for this year's final round and would like to say a few words to our finalist teams.
Hey everyone, this is Emily and my puppy Pia from Trek Gum. We were the winners of the Randall Family Big Idea Competition last year, and I just want to say congrats for making it this far. That's completely awesome. I remember being exactly where you are right now, how excited and nervous I was to see what happened, and I just know it's all going to be great. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. I'm trying to do the same. I actually came back home to my parents' house to work to try to avoid the coronavirus in Pittsburgh. I know many of you are also working from home and taking classes virtually. Doing those both at the same time must be crazy, so I'm very proud of you for making it through and doing great stuff while you're at home. That's hard to do. A little update about where we're at right now. My dog is licking a pillow. Oh my god. Pia, what are you doing? Anyway, sorry. A little update of what we're doing right now. I'm applying to accelerator programs that'll give us more funding and mentorship to expand Trek Gum. Well, we're also participating in Alpha Lab Gear's Hardware Cup, and so this May, I'm actually representing Pittsburgh, and I'll be pitching against a bunch of other places, other cities in the U.S., cities around the world, to try to win their Hardware Cup and to get even more funding. So if you're tired of watching Shark Tank at home, definitely check us out on Facebook in May. It'll be fun. But again, I'm so proud of you guys for doing this, especially in these weird circumstances. And just know that the skills that you're learning while doing all of this, they're going to benefit you so much, whether or not you stick with startups, which I really hope you do because it's super fun. But even if you go and you get a 9-to-5 job, if you go for more schooling, these are skills that you never would have learned anywhere else. And a lot of your peers don't have these skills. So not only is it fun to do this stuff, but you're also, making yourself more hireable and more skilled person, which is always great in the long term. So again, please stay safe, stay healthy, and keep innovating. It's a fun time out here.
Hi, I'm Ecker Shane, the CEO of Heart.io. Heart.io tries to help physicians detect cardiac abnormalities more quickly, more accurately, and for a fraction of the cost. What a difference a year can make. Last year, we were participants in the Big Idea competition. We learned a lot about where we were and where we have to be. We were able to take these lessons and raise our first round of initial funding, conduct clinical product validation, and even have our first meeting with the FDA. We would not be able to be where we are without the enormous support and help from the Innovation Institute and the Big Idea Center. Thank you so much for having me. Congrats to all the participants, and stay safe, everyone.
Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well and staying safe in these crazy times. My name is Jay Murray. I'm the CEO and founder of Solonius, as well as a program manager at a local accelerator here in Pittsburgh, just down the street from Pitt actually, called Idea Foundry. I first want to say thank you to Babs especially, and everybody at the Big Idea Center and the Innovation Institute for having me for a second here. To give you a quick update on Solonius. So a number of years ago, we were one of the winners at the Randall Family Big Idea Competition. And today we have ongoing projects in Uganda, South Africa, and are starting to turn our sights on how our technology there can be used here domestically. So we develop technologies which allow for the monitoring and management of critical infrastructure. So whether that's water or electricity, this way we can give insights on what's happening hundreds of miles away remotely, and you can take that information and do something valuable with it. Here domestically, we're looking at how we can prioritize the distribution of electrical assets to these new loads coming online, particularly electric vehicles, and how that can be done efficiently and effectively. So I wish everybody the best of luck. Take advantage of all the resources Pitt has to offer. There are many of them. While you're still a student, I highly encourage that. Thank you again to everybody, and I wish you the best of luck with today and everything beyond today. Thanks.
Hey, Randall family people. This is Colin Wolf of Cassian Solutions. I'm excited to zoom in to our awards ceremony. First, I would like to thank Randall for allowing us to get to where we are. We were the winners in 2017, and I can't imagine learning anything about innovation entrepreneurship if it wasn't for Pitt Innovation, Babs Carrier, going through the competition, always feeling like we're going to be cut out of the race at any time, and really leveraging that quick gauntlet of environment to launch us forward in our knowledge base. When we won, we were focused on our phone case medication dispenser that would allow patients to dispense any sort of medications from their smartphone, allow that data to be collected and sent back to the pharmacy and the doctor where it mattered. And since then, we've run pilot studies with that device in Pittsburgh regionally, and we have learned the tremendous patient response to this device. We've since then gone back to the lab to make sure everything we learned from that can be translated into the device to work better. In the meantime, we learned the software we created to power that device and data collection can be sold directly to specialty pharmacies. And with that, we have our software live in pharmacies, where pharmacies are able to send instantaneous messages to all of their patients across all their disease states and collect very specific patient data on who it matters the most and collect it when they care about it, have it automatically be updated into the device. Awesome. So I can't thank Randall family big enough for helping us get to where we are. We have so much ahead of us. We have a lot of challenges that we're always working on in terms of getting our software to the next step, getting the device to the next step. And I think Pittsburgh innovation community as a whole has really helped us get there. And, you know, I think if we're thinking about COVID and the challenges we're seeing locally, we've also seen a lot of companies step up to the plate and use this as an opportunity to address some key challenges that are present in our community, right? So we've been helping our specialty pharmacies that we contract with their unique challenges. And it's really up on all of us to make best of these times. And I think the Randall Family Big Idea is right there with us to ensure that the new level of innovation, the new level of offering can be sent to people that need it the most, especially where it matters in Pittsburgh, right? And I think we've even seen our product shift focuses, or we've seen opportunities in helping employers manage their employees and help them get back to the workplace responsibly and safely by making sure we can collect all the data we need to inform the employer leads as to when it's safe and appropriate for folks to go back in the office. So again, can't thank Randall enough. It's been tremendous working with them and learning from them. The learning never stops. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Noah Snyder. I'm the CEO and founder of Interface Materials. In 2015, we won the Randall Family Big Idea competition. And since then, we started a company, received investment, we're part of Alpha Lab Gear, and have got contracts from the Air Force, the Army, and the Navy, as well as do private work across the country in power plants and industrial facilities, using our technology to improve the efficiencies of buildings and power generation systems. Congratulations on going so far through the Randall Family Big Idea competition. It's a really exciting competition, and for me, it was a life-changing experience. We'll always be forever grateful to the University of Pittsburgh as well as the Randall family for supporting such an awesome opportunity. It's a chance to really explore ideas, create a team, and see how far you can get to really try to use your own ideas to change the world. So again, congratulations. It's not easy, but it's an experience that's definitely worth all of the challenges and everything thrown at you. And good luck with everything in the future.
Thank you to our alums for your words of wisdom as well as your assistance in making our final round a success. We are only a few minutes away from announcing our winners. But before we begin giving away $100,000 in prizes, we have a special guest speaker who would like to say a few words. I'd like to introduce Dr. Rob Rutenbar, Senior Vice Chancellor for Research at the University of Pittsburgh.
Welcome to the Randall Family Big Idea Competition Awards ceremony. Today's event is as much a celebration of your perseverance as it is of your big ideas. When the Office of the Provost chose the theme for the 2019-2020 academic year to be the year of creativity, we had no inkling that we would be forced to adapt in such creative and extraordinary ways to the situation we find ourselves in today. But together we have responded with ingenuity and flexibility to meet our responsibility to achieve the best educational experience that we can while doing what is necessary to protect the health and well-being of our community. I was delighted, but hardly surprised to learn that the Innovation Institute and the Big Idea Center team found a way to forge ahead with a virtual completion to this year's Randall Family Big Idea Competition. Entrepreneurship is the art of bringing to life new solutions to problems with an underlying passion to do whatever it takes to succeed. I had every confidence that a collection of the university's most innovative, most creative, and most determined students, staff, and volunteers would find a way to make this happen. Now, in its 12th year, the Randall Family Big Idea Competition has become one of our university's most treasured traditions. This competition is about dedication and teamwork and much more than wins and losses. As you have surely learned through this competition, innovation and entrepreneurship are not for the faint of heart. Every accomplishment and step forward brings with it a fresh set of problems to solve and hurdles to climb. But for those who have been bitten by the bug, the trials of entrepreneurship are no match for the sheer exhilaration of bringing a new product or service into being and seeing it improve another person's life. So I congratulate you all. Whether or not you receive a prize in this competition, you have engaged in an experience that is equipping you with skills that you can apply to many aspects of your life ahead. Thank you to all the people who helped pull this year's competition off under unexpected circumstances, especially the volunteer mentors and judges who rolled with the punches to make sure that the show could go on. As always, a very special thank you to Bob Randall and his family. It was Bob's vision for student innovation and entrepreneurship to be strategically integrated into the university's mission that has helped make Pitt a place that produces alumni who are prepared to lead. Through this support of the Big Idea competition and the establishment of the Big Idea Center, Bob and his family have helped translate that vision into reality. Once again, congratulations to all involved in this year's most unique Randall Family Big Idea competition, and best wishes to you all for a healthy and safe spring and summer as we navigate these uncharted waters together with creativity and innovation. Hail to Pitt.
Thank you, Dr. Rutenbar, for taking the time to address our finalist teams. Our last speaker for this evening is Bob Randall of the Randall family, a key sponsor of the Randall Family Big Idea competition.
Hello, all. I congratulate you on your decision to do a virtual award ceremony. I think it's a great idea. Let me congratulate you all for your participation in the Big Idea contest. I think the results and the take-home value that you all receive will really stand you well going forward. It's real-world knowledge. It's what it's all about in the real world of business. So again, congratulations and thanks for the commitment. Let me take a moment to also thank Babs and her team for their commitment. Without Babs, this program doesn't work. And she's built a wonderful foundation for the Big Idea Center, and the second floor is about to get started. So I'm looking forward to the results of the competition. I know you've worked very hard, and I wish you all the best. And if you don't win, you've already won. So thanks again for participating. Babs, thank you and your team. Hail to Pitt.
Thank you, Mr. Randall, for your words and for your continued support of our competition and the Big Idea Center. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the winners of the 2020 Randall Family Big Idea competition. We begin our presentation with the winner of the video round. The winner of this round will receive $2,000. And the winner is Cella. Congratulations! Now we would like to share with you all the winning submission.
Your favorite shop? The perfect outfit. Sure to make a lasting impression. But what about the impression you make on the world? People told us that they want consciously made products that align with their values. We want these things too. Welcome to Cella. We make responsible fashion easier to find, shop, and support. Our sellers are the heart and soul of Cella. Our mission is to keep commerce human. Our clothing not only shows we care, but it shows who we are. Find clothes you feel comfortable wearing that are sold by real people and made for all of life's moments. Shop Cella, a marketplace for sustainable fashion.
Now we move on to our fourth place winners. Each of our four fourth place winning teams will receive $2,000 in prize money. Our first fourth place winner is Cardio Revivalists. Cardio Revivalists brings you a way to rejuvenate hearts to increase the donor pool for transplants. Our second fourth place winner is Patient Experience Navigator, or Penny. Penny is a real-time patient experience analytics platform for patients to voice complaints in the hospital. Our third fourth place winning team is NanoNairs. NanoNairs is a nose-on-a-chip technology for disease, drug, and vaccine modeling. Our last fourth place winner for this evening is Sun Patch Plus. Sun Patch Plus is a wearable patch that gives you a visual indicator of when to reapply sunscreen. Congratulations to all of our fourth place winning teams. Now on to our third place winners. Each of our four third place winning teams will receive $5,000 in prize money. Our first third place winning team is Canal Electronics. Canal Electronics brings you a device to prevent your cell phone battery from overheating and thereby losing battery effectiveness. Our second third place winning team is Noma AI. Noma AI is a patient monitoring system using artificial intelligence and machine learning to help reduce medical errors. Our third place winner is Simple. Simple is an augmented reality-based workout app to improve form and prevent injury. Our last third place winner for this evening is Zero DK. Zero DK is a smart toothbrush holder to track oral hygiene and ideally lower dental premiums. Congratulations to all of our third place winning teams. Now we move on to our second place winners. Each of the 3 second place winners will receive $15,000 in prize money. Our first second place winning team is Laser Lines. Laser Lines is a digital laser alignment device for prosthetics to increase patients' mobility and independence. Our second place winner for this evening is Reachable Solutions. Reachable Solutions creates simple, independent, portable, and inexpensive devices that enable people with limited mobility to live independently. Our last second place winner for this evening is Sterile Vision. Sterile Vision is an augmented reality system for doctors and nurses to use in the operating room to improve efficiency and effectiveness. Congratulations to our second place winning teams. And now the moment you have all been waiting for, the announcement of our grand prize winner of this year's Randall Family Big Idea competition and $25,000. And the winner is Polycarbon. Polycarbon is a waste diversion platform to isolate valuable post-consumer biomedical polypropylene plastics in laboratory and hospital settings.
We are currently witnessing some of the greatest breakthroughs in healthcare and research. Whether it be novel insights into how the brain works or developments of life-saving cancer therapies, the pace of innovation is advancing more rapidly today than ever before. But all this progress has come at a cost to our environment. The U.S. generates over 12 billion pounds of biomedical waste each year, and an estimated 3 billion pounds of that waste is single-use plastic. Unfortunately, virtually all of that waste is destined for incinerators or landfills. It should come as no surprise that burning or burying enormous quantities of single-use plastic is environmentally irresponsible. But what if we told you it was financially irresponsible as well? Today, a top 5 NIH-funded institution can expect to pay over $400,000 to process over 3 million pounds of biomedical waste. Contained within that waste stream is greater than 800,000 pounds of recyclable plastic. Instead of capturing this plastic as a resale commodity worth $100,000 to $300,000, these research institutions pay even more money to waste haulers to burn or bury it underground. So how can we save our planet and our bottom line? Polycarbon has a solution. Plastics constitute as much as 50% of the waste stream in biomedical laboratories, making these environments uniquely suited for capturing plastic. At Polycarbon, we aim to extract value from biomedical waste streams via front-end segregation, with the ultimate goal of reintroducing these materials back into laboratories. By partnering with the scientific community, we can isolate one of the largest recyclable polypropylene streams in the world and use the resale value to subsidize waste management contracts. Furthermore, we will use our proprietary waste analytics platform to reinforce recycling behavior and add greater efficiency to the waste management process. Our solution means reduced waste management costs and, more importantly, a more sustainable research ecosystem. Partner with Polycarbon to make single-use scientific plastic a thing of the past.
Congratulations to all of our winning teams. Before we wrap up our virtual award ceremony, we would like to congratulate all teams who participated in this year's competition. Your hard work and dedication did not go unnoticed. Thank you for adapting to this year's virtual format with enthusiasm, and for your countless hours of dedicated time to your projects. We hope that you will continue working with the Big Idea Center to turn your ideas into realities, and that you never lose the drive and fortitude that you have shown by following this year's competition through to the end. Thank you for tuning into this virtual broadcast. Have a good night and stay safe.